Can you check in and see if I'm broadcasting? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, we are live from the stadium. Does the place have another name than the stadium? Chain Lake Stadium, former home of the spring training complex for the Cleveland Indians. Franklin and Marshall today. The Diplomats will be playing the Keene State Owls. Keene State home in the first game. Franklin and Marshall will be the home team in the second game. A couple of 7-inning doubleheaders that should take us into at least the early evening. My name is Roman Wright, and I am happy to be able to bring a broadcast to those of you who could not be here at the park today with those you know who might be on either one of the teams. And we're ready to get underway. Leading off for Franklin Marshall will be J.J. Freeman playing shortstop today. Left-handed hitting Freeman will be facing the Owls pitcher number 33, Jake Morris. And Morris has a signal. He's ready to go. And from the wind, here comes the first pitch of the ball game. Taken for strike one. And we're underway. Second pitch is not quite there. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one catches a bit of the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter for the Diplomats. Comes a pitch. Swung on. Off the pitcher's glove. Redirects the shortstop. Picks up. Throws across. Going to be just in time to get the speedy Freeman. A 1-6-3 put out. Give the pitcher a little assist in that one. Although the shortstop had it lined up perfectly. Brings up number 1, Kelsey Lonnie, playing center field today. The Dips throwing another left-handed batter here. The first pitch swinging, dinks the ball into a right field. Going to drop right in front of the right fielder. First pitch swinging single for Lonnie. Number 21, Dan Morano to the plate. Comes the pitch. Strike. Morris looks like he's going to be around the plate. Lonnie may have seen that. That's why he was first pitch swinging. Morano looking to get things rolling here. Get the Diplomats on the board. Ground ball, foul, hit off the end of the bat, just foul. Kicked up some chalk about 70 feet from home plate and skipped just to the left of the bag. Count 0-2 on Morano. Don DiLoretto is on deck. A lot of Dans and Dons on this team. Ball up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morano. Toss over to get Lonnie back. Morris checks him again. Comes a pitch. Backdoor curveball does not quite make it to the door. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Second down of the inning. Don DiLoretto to the plate. Alex Miller on deck. DiLoretto playing left field today. Toss over. First right-handed hitter that Morris has looked at. Showing a little concern about Lonnie over there. Diplomats wouldn't mind getting a runner in scoring position here. Checks the runner. Comes a pitch. Strike. Finds some black. 0-1. Inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on at first here in the opening frame of the ball game. Keene State Owls versus the Franklin and Marshall Diplomats. Here comes Morris's pitch. Swing and a miss. And the top of the frame is over after a half inning. No score with the Keene Owls coming to bat. Defensive alignment here for your Franklin and Marshall Diplomats. On the mound, we have number 29, Noah Jordan. Catching, number 2, Danny Blugis. At first base, Dan Morano. Blugis at number 13, I should say. Second base, Justin Caveen. Third base, Andrew Poyer. Shortstop, J.J. Freeman. Left field, Don DiLoretto. Center field, Kelsey Lonnie. And right field, Matt Can. And here comes the leadoff hitter for the Keene State Owls, number 26, Sam Zell. the left fielder. Ball bounces in to Blugis, 1-0. Comes the pitch, inside, 2-0. A wind in the pitch from Jordan. That's low. 3 balls, no strikes to the Owls leadoff hitter. In the dirt, gets past the catcher, and Zell scurries down to first base. A lot of space between home plate and the wall back here. Anybody on third base when that happens, they'll score pretty much without a throw, unless, well, I started to say unless it bounces off the wall. This is cement on this side, but as I see on the other side, there are padded cushions that would deaden that ball. So a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter for the Owls. Here comes the pitch, and another ball in the dirt. Jordan struggling to find the plate right now in the early going. Number 6, Mac Struthers is the hitter. Shortstop. And there's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan checks the runner. There goes the runner. There's a throw down. It's going to go into center field. But the runner could not advance. Called timeout. He's come up limping. Stolen base on that pitch. It was a ball low and away. Ball in the dirt. 3-1. Ball just a little bit out of the top of the strike zone. Looked pretty good from here, but I don't have the best angle. Ball 4. Couple of walks to start off the bottom of the first. Brian Vieira, first baseman, the hitter, with a couple of runners out there for the Owls. Ground ball through the hole. Left fielder charging. They're sending the runner. Here comes the throw. It's going to be offline. Over the catcher's head. Runner's going to try and advance to third and second and third. And they will on that throw. A run in, runners at second and third, nobody out on that single by Brian Vieira. This brings up third baseman Brian Gamio. I'm sorry, Gammy. Straighten out that E. Looked like an O. Here we go. Brian Gammy, the third baseman. Ball in the dirt to Gammy. And Coach Horning wants to have a word with his hurler. Blue just going to join him out there. See if they can come up with a solution here. Jordan may be probably aiming for the bottom of the strike zone. That's why he's missing low. And Coach Horning returns to the dugout. Bluegis to his spot behind the plate, and we're ready to go again. Ball is stroked. Single into center field. Lamberth waits on it. Gets it back in. The runners had to hold. Nicely played by Lamberth. Hit directly at him. Hard to pick up, but he picked it up quickly. His freeze perhaps froze the runners, and just one scored. But first pitch swinging by Gamey, he had one ball on him, and singled straight up the middle. Brings in another run. John Tarasio, right fielder. Ball, again, just above the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first goes. There's a throw down. It's high. Over the second baseman's head, who was covering the shortstop, backing it up. Climb the ladder to bring it down, keep it from going into center field, and that held the runner at third base. 2 balls, no strikes to Tarasio. Hitter's pitch here with 2 runners in scoring position. Here it comes. Swing, ground ball to short. Shortstop's going to go to get the out. The third run will cross the plate. Brings up number 34, Connor Longley. Designated hitter, he takes a strike. Ball way high. 1-1. Runner third, 1 down, 3 in here in the bottom of the first. Owls have come out swinging. Jordan's pitch is fouled back. This is the first time that Jordan has been ahead of a hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes a pitch. In the dirt. Good stop by Bluegis. Evens the count at 2-2. Stroked in the right field. Can has a beat on it. Comes the throw to the plate. And the 4th run crosses the plate on the sac fly by Longley. 2 down, bases empty. 4 in. Brings up number 44, the catcher, Ryan Linehan. Ball bounces in the dirt. And another. 2-0. There's a strike that finds a corner. 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike. Popped up on the infield. First baseman calling for it. takes it, and the inning comes to a close. Not before Keene State plates 4. End of 1. 4-0. Keene State. Okay, we're ready to go. Top of the second. Franklin and Marshall wanting to get back in it here. Find themselves in a hole. 4-zip. Leading off for the Diplomats, number 44, designated hitter Alex Miller. Swings and fouls the ball back. For those of you new to the broadcast, the Keene State Owl side of the park there, parents out there in New Hampshire perhaps, family and friends, ball's fouled away. I have an iPhone attached to the fence back here, and you'll see the camera jump when the foul ball comes back here. So that's what that was. Do not adjust your televisions. 0-1. 0-2, and 1-2 is the count now. I lost track there while I was catching up and welcoming the fans in New Hampshire. Pitch is high. Now it's 1-2. Unless the scoreboard hasn't caught up, but Miller goes down on strikes, and we're going to move along to the next batter. 1 down. Andrew Poyer takes the first pitch he sees. Low. And there's one breaking ball. It's away. 2 balls, no strikes to Poyer. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball is popped up and out of play. Back over our head here. I think that got all the way out of the park. I didn't hear it hit the roof like it often does. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. See if I can go around the infield here, let you know where your ball is fouled into the ground. Still 2-2, where your Keene State Owls were playing. Pitching is Jake Morris. Behind the plate is Ryan Linehan. At first base, Brian Vieira. Ball is up and in. Going to run the count full to Poyer. Pardon me if I mispronounce any names. I have not heard any of them spoken, and I'm giving it my best shot. Maybe if there's Comes the pitch, ball 4, and the Diplomats have their first base runner. Brings up Matt Can, the right fielder. I'll get back to catching up with the defensive alignments for the Owls momentarily. Matt Can at the plate. Comes Morris's first pitch, low. Ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Popped up. Maybe in play. Third baseman catcher going over to give it a look. Boom. Did you hear that thunder? That was the roof. First baseman Brian Vieira. At second base is number 3. Here's one already. Tom Mucci. M-E-U-C-C-I. Mucci. Tom Mucci. I'm going to go with that until someone who's here comes over and corrects me. Strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Can. Toss over to get the runner back. Miucci, Tom, is the second baseman. Out there comes a pitch, swing and a miss. And Can is out on down on strikes, 2 down. Brings up Danny Blugis, the Diplomats catcher. Runner at first, 2 down, top of the second. Curveball stays up. This umpire is tough on pitchers in the upper part of the zone. Third base for the Owls, Brian Gammy. Shortstop, Mac Struthers. Left field, Sam Zell. Ball is away. 2-0. Left field, Sam Zell. Right field, David Savanier. And left field, center field, David Savanier. Right field, John Tarasio. And between innings, I may saunter over to the Keene State side, see if I can pick up some pronunciations of names. Comes the 2-0 pitch to Blugis. He holds up on that pitch. It was up. He's worked himself a 3-0 count here. Ball 4. Runner to the first and second. Justin Caveen, second baseman. Number 9 hitter, J.J. Freeman, moves into the on-deck circle. Ready to go. Should Caveen keep things going here, which is high in the hopes of the Diplomats. He fouls it off. An out of play on the right side. Not just the hope, but the plans to keep it going. All right, I think we're caught up defensively. Caveen asks for timeout, granted by the umpire. Up and away. Eves the count of 1-1. Warning. There's a strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I said, you heard me say warning. I looked at the some of the players behind me. There's a hole in the fence down here that would accommodate a baseball, even a softball, actually, if something fouled straight back. So, swing. The ball's poked into right field. Right fielder's on the charge. Here he comes, and he makes a catch to bring the inning and the threat to a close. Coming to the bottom of the second, 4-0, Owls. And the first pitch in the bottom of the second is a ball high to David Savini. And he'll have another 2-0. Strike call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball towards the hole, past the diving third baseman and shortstop. Leadoff single. David Savini. Tom Mucci, the second baseman, to the plate. And that's going to be the afternoon for young Mr. Jordan. Gets a round of applause from his fans. Number 26 coming into the game. 26 is Eric Dyke, left-hander. No, I'm sorry, Jared Schott. Jared Schott. I was looking. Dyke is number 25. Jared Schott, the left-hander, is coming in the pitch. Couple of more warm-up pitches, and we'll be ready to go again. And Mucci takes a strike called from Schott. Oh, and 1. Schott checks the runner, toss over. Gets him back. Comes the pitch home. Inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Toss over to get the runner back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second. Swing and foul at the plate. Still 1-2. The ball's inside. Throw down. Runner gets back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Come back to the top of the order. Sam Zell led off the game with a walk. Came around to score on a single by Connor Walsh. Strike called. Oh, curveball. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes Schott's pitch. Curveball again. Zell, having seen it now for the second time, was able to put the bat on it. Ground ball to third, go long down to second, and for the force play, and then that's all they can get. Got that lead runner for the second out on the 5-4 fielder's choice. Brings up Max Struthers, also walked his first trip to the plate, came around to score on a single by Tyler Gammy. Whoa, toss over a little high. Moreno had to go up high to get that. Comes a pitch. Curveball finds the back door. There it is. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Could have been a changeup. I hear that was a fastball. I have some experts behind me. Have a little bit better view than do I. Comes the pitch. There's that curveball again. And diving is the shortstop, Freeman, just under his glove. That scoots Zell up to second base. 2 down. Connor Walsh at the plate, singled his first time up. Off of the Diplomat starter Jordan. Here comes the pitch. Curveball finds the mark. 1-1 or 0-1. Strike. Called. That was pretty much close to the heart of the plate. I think Walsh was expecting to see some movement. Wasn't sure what he was seeing. He's in the hole 0-2. And there's a breaking ball that drops across low and into the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shot's ready to go. Checks the runner at second. Comes a pitch. Line past the diving third baseman. That's going to pick up a run. Deep down to the corner. Could get 2. They're sending the second runner. Left fielder has a hard time picking up the ball. I don't think it would have made a difference. He was off with the crack of the bat. That was in the deepest part of that corner. Bounced around there a little bit. Hard to pick up. It's a 2 RBI single. And the Owls have extended their lead to 6-0. Strike called to Tyler Gammy. Ground ball out to short. And the ball goes under Freeman's glove, and another run's going to score. Runner stopped there right to let the ball get in front of him. Soon as it was passed, he stepped in front of Freeman, and Freeman picked his glove up a little too soon, maybe. And Walsh came around to score. That base runner from second will do what he can to disrupt the vision of the shortstop. And I think he did it effectively there. Here comes a pitch. Ball's hit hard to center field. Lambers has a beat on it, though. Makes a catch, and the inning comes to a close. But the 1-2-3 hitters scored again like they did in the first. Keene State Owls have racked up 7 here at the by the end of 2. Coming to the top of the third, 7-0 Keene State. That was John Tarasio who flew out to center field on the first pitch. Back to the top of the order for the Diplomats. Here in the top of the third, J.J. Freeman. Ball outside. And that one's low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Diplomats need base runners. Ball is poked into left field. Left fielder on his horse, and it's going to drop foul into the bullpen and over the fence. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's foul back here, as you can tell by the bouncing camera, about 3 feet away from my iPhone 6s Plus. Thank you, Apple. Was not a donation, however. I did pay for that. Comes a pitch. High hopper out to second base. Second baseman picks it up. He does not pick it up. Tries to scoop it and hits off the heel of his glove, and Freeman's going to be on. That's what they need. base runners, and a lot of them. Kelsey Lonnie at the plate. I was about to say low and away, and the umpire called it a strike. He has not been calling that pitch. Curveball's up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, 2-1. Dan Morano on deck. Comes a pitch. Stroked hard to center field. Center fielder's on his horse. He's not going to get there. It's going to get down over his head. It high hops. And looked like it was going to get down and roll, but it hit the grass out there and popped straight up. And the center fielder was right there. I thought it was going to get down and roll, allowing Freeman to score. It did not, but the Diplomats have runners at second and third with nobody down. And their big number 3 hitter, Dan Morano, looking to get things going here. And he liked that fastball from Morris. He was a little late on it, a little underneath it, and fouled it over the third base dugout. Comes Morris's pitch. Fouled back. Comes a pitch. Up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Curveball. Fouled. Off of somebody. All 3 of them are taking a little extra time to come back to the plate, giving whoever it was a second. Let the sting go away. Gonna change baseballs. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morano with runners at second, third, nobody down here in the top of the third. Franklin Marshall looking to get on the board. Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Morris. Morano holds up. Field umpire says he did not go. Count is even at 2-2. And there's a base hit that's going to pick up 2. Big base hit for the hard-hitting first baseman from the Diplomats. Gets the Franklin Marshall team rolling here. They've got a couple in here now. Still. Wait a minute. Who was that? There ain't nobody. Yeah, checking. There are no outs here. The scoreboard has 1 out. I'm checking. There's nobody. Anyway, oh, they got a lot of problems with the scoreboard now. 2-2. That's the first pitch, right? Yeah, I think that's okay, so 1 ball, no strikes to DiLoretto. 2-0.
center.
Oh, yeah. And JJ E4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I get to talk and then let the book lag. Okay. And 2-0. Okay. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 on. Ball popped high on the right side. First baseman's going to give it a look-see. Thinks he's got room for it. Oh, drops just over the wall, foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 strike. Comes a 2-1 pitch. Bounces in. 3-1. Comes the 3-1 pitch to DiLoretto. Backhand. Shortstop goes second. Back to first. In time for the 6-4 3-twin killing. Nice play by the shortstop. Backhand going to his knees, throwing from his knees. Quick throw, quick relay onto the second baseman's glove, and just like that, there are 2 down. Brings up Alex Miller, struck out his first time up. Bases are cleared now, but Franklin Marshall has a couple of runs in here. Strike call on the outside corner. That ball's fouled away. 0-2 to Miller. There's another ball. Ground ball out to short. He cannot get that one. Base hit for Miller. Bouncer through the 6 hole. Who's warming up in the bullpen? I can't see that far. Will Samuel in the bullpen warming up for the Diplomats. Or getting some work in, we're not sure. But curveball drops across to Andrew Poyer. 0-1. Ball popped down a play behind us here. No balls. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base. Top of the third, 7-2, Keene State. Ground ball foul down toward the bullpen. Error on the bullpen catcher. Recovers. Swing and a miss at a ball up and out of the zone. Strike 3, and the inning comes to a close. But Franklin Marshall pick up 2, coming to the bottom of the third, 7-2, Keene State. ready to go in the bottom of the third. Number 34, Connor Longley. Takes a strike from the new pitcher, Will Samuel. And he goes down, gets a curveball, and pokes it into center field for a base hit. Brings up number 44, Ryan Linehan. Popped out to the second baseman his first trip to the dish. For the third inning in a row, the Owls have their leadoff hitter on. Linehan takes a ball. And another a little low. Ground ball out to third. Going to be a long throw across the diamond. And it's down the line. Handcuffs the first baseman, Morano. And it tips off his glove and goes over towards the bleachers. And Connor Longley scoots over to third base. Linehan's going to stay at first. Runners at first and third, nobody down. Morano had to reach right into the line. The runner could have been a little more in that running zone, but did not work that way. First pitch to David Savini. Was the ball. Pop up on the infield. Second baseman calls it for the first out. One down. The runners are going to hold. Ball bounces and gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner. As I said before, there's a lot of real estate between home plate and the wall back here, and there's no way that they were going to get him. And on the play, Linehan goes down to second base. Another ball in the dirt. Runner can't decide if he's going to go or not. He cannot tell where the ball is. Getting mixed signals from his bench. He retreats back to the bag. Two balls, no strikes to Savini. Ball's up and away. 3-0. I'm sorry, I think I had the wrong batter there. Yes, Savini popped out. That was Mucci who just drew the walk. Brings us back to the top of the order. Number 26, Sam Zell. Takes the ball. Popped high on the right side and out of play. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm sorry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay, what's going on here? Strike called. 1-2. That pitch is low, evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. Zell down on strikes. Brings up Mac Struthers. Strike called. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. Ooh. It's a little too far inside for the umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball hammered into the ground and foul down to the third base coach. I believe the count is 2-2. The scoreboard says 1-2. That's all a little distracting. I like to be able to look up and have some confirmation here, some communication back and forth visually. Ball into the dirt, high over the catcher's head. He cannot find the ball. Finally gets to it. The runners hold at second and third. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs runners at second, third, 1 run in. Ground ball foul. Anyway, I was saying. Having to keep track and second guess the scoreboard out there. Second guess myself, too. Whether or not which one of us is right here. Ground ball out to second. Toss across. Inning over. But Keene State has kept up their pattern here of getting the first batter on and getting him in. This time they only get 1, though. Coming to the top of the 4th, 8-2, Keene State. Matt Can leading off the top of the fourth for Franklin and Marshall. Takes a ball high. Swings and fouls it off. 1-1. Catcher Danny Blue just on deck. Curveball drops into Can. 1-2. It's a foul ball down first base line into the Owls bullpen. The Owls nest. Goes down, gets a low ball, and dribbles it out towards the shortstop, who could not pick it up. Softly hit. Shortstop charge it, couldn't get it. Strike called the Blue Jays. Ball away. Had he fielded it, might have taken a good throw to get him, with Can batting from the left side of the plate. Shortstop would have had to made that throw off balance. Strike called. One ball, two strikes. The umpire's got it up there. The scoreboard still has 0-2. I'm going to just have to rely on myself here and the umpire. That ball's low, 2-2. That ball's away. Eves the count, or full, runs the count full, 3-2. Blue just held up. He clearly held up. The bat of the back stayed way back here. But not to the fans of the Owls. They wanted that one. Justin Caveen to the plate. Flew out to right field his first time up on a 1-2 pitch. Yeah, a little bit of back and forth here. Someone from the stand says, "Don't be afraid to make a decision, Blue," and the umpire's only retort was, "Shut up." Bunt attempt by Caveen. Missed it. Strike one. Ball popped up. Shallower on the infield. Second baseman comes in to get it. infield fly, and the batter is out. One down. And the New Hampshire fans are still all over the umpire for that call that they didn't like. Top of the order for the Diplomats. Let's move on. J.J. Freeman with a couple of runners on base. Infield back. And there's a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman playing way over. Is he going to get there in time? And he didn't, but the second baseman got the ball through to the first baseman just in time to get the speedy Freeman for the second out. The runners move up. Runners at second and third, 2 down for Kelsey Lonnie. Second baseman was pulled way over to the right side for the left-handed hitting Freeman. Lonnie hoping to get something through the infield somewhere. Swings and fouls it back off the roof. Lonnie's 2 for 2, a single in the first and a double in the second. Fouls that one off to the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. Comes the 0-2 pitch from Jake Morris. Curveball swung on and missed. And the inning comes to a close, and Franklin and Marshall leaves a couple of runners out there. Coming to the bottom of the fourth, 8-2, Keene State. Here we go, bottom of the fourth. Samuel out for his second inning of work. Ball's hit to right field. Gets down. Can picks it up. Quickly gets it into the second baseman. Leadoff single. 4 innings in a row. The top of this Keene State lineup coming out swinging. Comes a pitch. Ball is low. 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. Toss over to get the runner back. Foul tip into the catcher's glove, 1-2. Fouled away. Still 1-2. Comes Samuel's pitch. Ooh, that was close. 2-2. Ground ball through the right side. Low line drive, actually. And the first two batters are on with singles. That was Tyler Gammy. John Tarasio coming to the plate. Connor Walsh moved on down to second base on that single by Gammy. Number 34, Connor Longley on deck. Strike called to Tarasio. Samuel's pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Ball stroked into center field. Dive, and it gets past the diving center fielder Lammers. And Tarasio's on his horse. He's rounding second, on his way to third. 2 runs are coming. Gonna score. Oh! He's out at the plate on a beautiful throw. Got past the center fielder, picked it up, threw it to the cutoff man, who threw a one-hop strike to the plate to gun down the tail runner. Tyler Gammy. Out. Triple to center field. Got the cutoff, made the throw. Second baseman? Justin, I think, got the cutoff. Second baseman? Number 2. Thank you. That ball goes 8-4-2 on the put out. Ball comes in low to Connor Longley. 8-4-2 on that put out. The ball gets through on the right side. That's going to bring the run in. Longley picks up an RBI on that hopper past the first baseman. Ball was high to Ryan Linehan. Strike called. The ball dies pretty much on the grass out there. It was a low line drive, and Lammers dove for it, got under his glove. You thought it would roll a bit, but it didn't. He got to it quickly, got it back into Kaveen, who threw a one-hop, as I said, a strike to gun down Gammy. Beautiful, beautiful defensive play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan Linehan with Connor Longley out there on first. Strike 3 called to Linehan. 2 down. Brings up number 32, David Savini. Savini singled back in the second, popped down in the third. Ball stroked into left field. Left fielder's underneath it, brings it in. And the inning's over. Keene State Owls pick up 2 more and have a 10-2 lead. We're coming to the top of the 5th. Thanks to I asked a question of one of the Keene State fans to what do you call folks from New Hampshire? I think I said New Hampshirean, which was way off. And he told me good-naturedly New Hampshireite. So apologies to you New Hampshireites out there. Learning my way. I'm a Washingtonian. Have not spent much time at all along this coast. Learn as I go. Here we go. Top of the 5th. 10-2. Keene State. Leading off for Franklin and Marshall, number 21, Dan Morano, singled. Knocked in the only 2 runs for Franklin and Marshall back in the 3rd inning. I think we have a new pitcher here for Keene State. Strike. Couple of strikes here on Morano. Let's see who number 17 is. That ball is outside. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scoreboard keeper has not asked his girlfriend to leave yet. Count is now full, 3-2. Hit off the fist, a 1-hopper to the 3rd baseman. Throws across, throws down the line. First baseman comes off, gets the ball, makes a swipe tag. And there's one out on the 5-3 putout. Brings up Don DiLoretto. Scoreboard is clear except for the 1 out and the score. Balls and strikes have been cleared. There's ball 1. There it is. Ground ball. 3-hop around to the shortstop. Picks it up. Throws across. 2 down. Alex Miller to the plate. Struck out and singled. Takes a call strike, 0-1. Ball's hit hard to left field. Left fielder's on his horse. Deep, deep, and gone. A home run for Alex Miller. Foul. Oh, no. Well, he makes a turn after second base and heads back to the plate. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. The park is pretty spacious here. It's 340 down the line, 380 in the alleys, and center field without any numbers looks to be about 410. Hard to say for sure. That one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What do you think the center field about 410? Is there some? Probably 410-ish. Another one bounces in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball fouled back. Still 2-2. Miller jigged me. I thought he had the try.
I lost it off the bat. I thought it was like closer to their out.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch into the dirt past the catcher. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball's hit high on the right side. Everybody's running for it. The first baseman got himself turned around and lost it in the sun. Just a high and long foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. So pitching for Keene State now is number 17. Brian Vieira. Oh boy. Ball 4. And Alex Miller draws a 2-out walk. Andrew Poyer takes a ball. Pitch is high. Runner goes, throw down. Not going to be in time. 1 hopper with not much on it, and DiLoretto had that, or Miller had that base easily stolen. Two balls, no strikes. Ground ball. Third baseman, nice scoop. Throws it across, gets his man, 5-3. And inning comes to a close. Franklin Marshall leaves a runner out there on second base. Coming to the bottom of the fifth inning, 10-2, Keene State. Brian Vieira is that new pitcher was the new pitcher for Keene State in the top of the fifth there. Someone throwing down in the bullpen. Not sure what sort of rhythm the Keene State pitcher has in mind for his bullpen. We'll see if someone else comes in, but that was Brian Vieira that inning. Gave up just the walk. Looks like Franklin and Marshall is going to have a new mound themselves. Let's see, who is it? Going to be number 30 for Franklin and Marshall. Grant Gale, left-hander. Looks like he'll be facing a pinch hitter, somebody new. No. It's here we go. It's number 3, Tom Mucci. Ball is up and away to Mucci. A little outside, 2-0. Ball 3 away. Four-pitch walk to lead off the inning. Every single inning, Keene State has a leadoff hitter on. Back to the top of the order, Sam Zell. Shows bunt. Fouls the curveball back, 0-1. Fastball fouled back here. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and got a piece of it. Staying alive. Catcher couldn't hang on to it. Hitter calls timeout. Soft toss over to get the runner back. Ball in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball. Drops a little short of the plate. 2-2. Waits on the curveball, and the ball is fair. Long throw across the diamond. Safe. Infield single. Ball was not hit that hard. It was deep behind the bag. Looked like it might have been foul. Umpire said it went over the bag fair. Poyer got up, made a great throw. The runner was just a little quicker. Struthers takes a strike call. Runners at first and second, nobody down. Curveball, waits on it. Another fair ball past the third baseman. That's going to pick up one. They're sending the other runner. Here comes a throw. A good throw could get him. It's high. Pitcher's backing up the throw. It was over the catcher's head. Gale got it. Made sure the runner at the hitter with his double stayed at second, and he did. So that double picks up both of those runs. Brings up Connor Walsh. He takes a ball outside. Nobody out yet. Runner at second. 2 in already here. Hitter calls timeout. Striking outside corner, throw down. Blue just to Kaveen. Runner dives back in time. Strike was called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard says 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes the pitch. Hitter backs out of the way. Two and one. Strike 2 called. Now it's 2 strikes. Sun single drops in between the right fielder and the center fielder. Struthers moves over to third. Lefty warming up in the bullpen for Franklin and Marshall. Tyler Gammy, the hitter, I think. Yes, had to see the number to be sure. 1 ball, no strikes to Gammy. Ball away. 2-0. In the dirt, gets past the catcher. The runners hold. 3-0 to Gammy. Gammy taking all the way. Gale throws a easy strike. Checks the runner. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Base is going to be loaded for Keene State. And see what's going on over there in the Franklin Marshall dugout. And here comes Coach. And there's the signal. Gale's day is done. Another lefty's coming in. Who's that? 31? I can't see.
Ryan Gabriel.
Number 31, Ryan Gabriel coming in. Another lefty. See if he will be the one that can slow down this freight train. And Gabriel's first order of work is with John Tarasio. Hits the ball out of play into the right field bleachers. 0-1. Ball up. 1-1. There's another one up. 2-1. Into the dirt. 3-1. Setting on a fastball here is Tarasio. You would think. Here comes the pitch. There it is. And it's hit. And hit hard. And Can had a hard time fighting with the sun. He recovered, made the catch deep in right field. No chance to get the runner, tagging at third. And the 13th run crosses the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. On the sac fly to right field. That's the first out of the inning. Runner at second held. Runners at first and second, one down. Connor Longley to the plate. Curveball drops across. 0-1. That run, of course, belongs to Gale, as do the runners on base, the runners at first and second. Curveball hit out towards the hole and through. Left fielder on it in a hurry. Keeps the runner at third base. And the bases are again loaded. Brings up Ryan Linehan. Strike called to Linehan. 0-1. Strike two. Curveball lined over the shortstop's head. That's going to pick up 1, 2. Longley will hold it second. Excuse me. Single by Linehan. David Savini, the hitter. Pitcher asked for a new baseball. And that will close the book on Gale. Ball is up to Savini. Longley and Linehan out there do belong to the new pitcher, however. Ryan Gabriel. Strike called to Savini. 1-1. Swung on, hit to center field. Lammers under it, makes a catch, gets the ball back in quickly. 2 down. And Tom Mucci coming to the plate. He led off this frame with a walk. And he was the first of 5 runs to score so far at this point. Ball, curveball inside. I think I hear his teammates have nicknamed him Mooch. I hear them exhorting him on. Strike low in the zone. 1-1. Swing and miss at a breaking ball. 1-2. 2 down runners at first and second. 5 in here in the home half of the 5th for Keene State Owls. Ground ball out to second. Gavin takes it, tosses it across. Inning over. Coming to the top of the 6th, 15-2, Keene State. And the first pitch of the top of the 6th is low for a ball. As is the second pitch. Got a pinch hitter here for Matt Can. And he takes ball 3. Pinch hitter is Jason Whitehouse, and he takes a 4-pitch walk. Michael Cole pinch hitting for Danny Blugis. Ball in the dirt to Cole. And another had 6 straight balls for Vieira. The catcher is giving directions, pointing out angles with his throwing hand. Hadn't seen that before. Not sure what they're talking about. So what could he have been saying to him doing this? Throw it here. That was interesting. I've never seen anybody do that. The catcher goes like, lines up this way or something. Whatever it was a strike. The next pitch was a strike. A catcher straightened him out. 2 balls, 1 strike. And goes back inside, 3-1. Ball nubbed down towards the hole. Second baseman over, and it goes under his glove. Whitehouse going to make it to third on the play. Second baseman Justin Caveen. Nobody out, runners at first and third. Called strike to Caveen. Franklin Marshall has 6 outs left. They need 13 runs. Can be done, and Caveen is hit. Think on his right hand. He's looking at it as he trots down to the bag. Maybe his forearm, hard to say for sure, but the Diplomats have the bases loaded, nobody out. Top 6. And here comes the Keene State manager. Looks like the fellow I talked with before the game. Let's see, do I have his name on here? I don't think I do. I have the players, but I do not have. Nice fellow. He was the one that made this possible for you Keene State fans to listen to this game. I gave him the instructions he needed to pass the information on to you so you could sign in. See if I can find his name here in the program. But that's going to be it for Vieira. As soon as the players clear away from the mound, maybe I'll be able to see a number and see who that is out there. Nope, I looked at the RussMatt official program here, and I'm not seeing numbers for the managers and coaching staff. But you know who I'm talking about, Keene State. New pitcher number 43. Will Dollaher. J.J. Freeman in the on-deck circle getting his swings in. Watching the pitcher he'll be facing, trying to maybe get a little bit of timing off the Dollaher. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed swinging Freeman. Freeman steps in to face Dollar. Ball in the dirt at the shoes. 1-0. Another one inside. 2-0. Ball poked out to left field. Routine fly ball. Runner tags at third. Throw comes into the cutoff man. The third baseman cuts it off. And run scores. Runners hold at first and second. Franklin Marshall plates their third run. 15-3. Here with one out now in the top of the sixth. Kelsey Lonnie to the plate. And Dan Moreno on deck. First pitch to Lonnie from Dollar is outside, a breaking ball. 1-0. Here comes the next. Bottom of the zone for a strike. Ball hit into right field. Center field. Center fielder takes it. 2 down. Dan Morano to the plate. First pitch in the dirt. Scoots a couple of feet behind the catcher. Got on it quickly. Kept the runners in place. 1 ball, no strikes to Morano. Comes the pitch. Swung on and fouled back here. 1-1. Curveball stays away. 2-1. Swung at a ball that was high. Evens the count. 2-2. Morano eager to hit something somewhere. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Fouled right back here, straight at us. Still 2-2. I should say 2 out, 2 on. 2 in, or 1 in. Moreno got 2 RBIs back in the third on a single. He'd like to pick up some more here. Here comes a pitch from Dollar. Ball's hit hard out to left field. The left fielder's given it a chase, but it lands out of his reach in the bleachers and will reset. Dollar from the stretch. Fouled on the left side. Third baseman may have a play, and he does. Brings the inning to a close. Franklin Marshall picks up one. Oh, I think that's going to be game. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Coming to the bottom of the sixth. Yet another lefty to the mound for Franklin and Marshall. Let's see. Kurt Elmer. He pitched in Monday's game. And I think we have a new catcher as well for Franklin and Marshall. Number 6. No, let me see. Who's that behind the plate now? Cole. Did he pinch it? Is his number 6? Did he pinch it?
No, he's number 8.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. New catcher for Franklin Marshall is number 8. Michael Cole. First pitch is stroked into center field for a base hit. Max Struthers coming to the plate, I believe. I see him take a swing or turn around so I can see his number. Ball is wide. Yes, it is Struthers again. High chopper. Shortstop has to go to first. Six to 3 on the putout. Zell moves down to second base. One down brings up Connor Walsh. Ball is away to Walsh. Keene State has had the leadoff hitter on in each of the 6 innings, and in the prior 5 has scored a run. They have a runner out there in scoring position now with one down. Ball's hit hard in the center field. Lamber's on his horse. It's going to get over his head. Diving try. And Zell will come around to score on the big double by Max Struthers. Looks like we have Wait. Sorry, that wasn't Struthers. That was Connor Walsh. Pardon me. The double by Connor Walsh. And now coming to the plate. I think we're starting to get the switch hitters now. Number 11, not switch hitters, but the pinch hitters. Number 11 takes a strike. This is Michael Pasquarelli. Yeah, I heard the nickname Pask. Okay, number 11 called strike. Curveball bounces in. Good stop by the new catcher, Michael Cole. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chopper out to the mound. The pitcher gets it, throws a strike to first. Runner cannot advance on the 1-3 putout. Pasquarelli is retired. There are 2 down with the runner at second and 1 in. And another pinch hitter, number 29, taking over for John Tarasio. Let's see who number 29 is. Josh DeFrancisco takes a strike called. Curveball breaks a little too far inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing. And a miss. 2 balls. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and miss, a curveball in the dirt. Catcher picks it up, throws down the first on the 2-3 putout, and the inning is over. Coming to the top half of the 7th, pair of a 7-inning double, a pair of 7-inning games here in a doubleheader. (16-3), Franklin Marshall coming to bat.
Coach's name?
Oh yeah.
Ken Howe.
H-O-W-E?
Yes, Ken. My husband's watching the game and says, stop calling Ken.
Oh, yeah, you tell him why he's jiggling.
That you don't know the coach's name. So Ken Howe.
Thank you.
And he's enjoying it.
All right, good deal. What's your name? Who are you? Oh, it would be fun to tell the folks back home. I was just informed that the Keene State coach's name is Ken Howe. One of the family members came over and let me know. I wanted to know who she was so I could give a shout out to her too, but she came, dropped that name, and left in a hurry. Here we go, top of 7.
Last chance for Franklin and Marshall. They need a big 13 to keep this thing going. First pitch is high to the pinch hitter, number 7, Connor Green. Takes a strike. One ball, one strike. That one in the dirt. Swing, strokes the ball in the left field. Left fielder can't get it. It gets past him. Green's rounding first, on his way to second. He's going to stop there. Leadoff double. Ball high to Alex Miller. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove. 1-1. Ball into the dirt. 2-1. Catcher trots out to the mound to have a little chat with his battery mate. Fouled away. Leaves the count 2-2. Umpire says he went. Strike 3. Andrew Poyer to the plate. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove. 0-1 to Poyer. Strike called. Ball is high. Reaches out and pokes that ball off the end of the bat. Speed down there to first, and He legs it out. Poyer turns on the afterburners and gets down there. Infield single. Jason Winehouse up, walked his first time up last inning. Led off the 6 for Franklin Marshall. It's a chopper out in front of the plate, out to the third baseman, picks it up, throws a seed across the diamond. And just gets him for the second out. And the runners move up to second and third. Brings up Michael Cole. Singled his first time up last inning. Takes the ball low. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Yeah, I have to go back to the Airbnb tonight and look at my computer and see what this game looks like. Ball is foul on the right side, 1-2. I can see the screen here on my phone, the screen on my camera. The wind's blowing here, and the image is jumping around. Hope you have a seatbelt on wherever you're sitting and have taken motion sickness pills. In the dirt. That's what I had. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The scoreboard still has it 0-2. And only 1 out, and I think there are 2. Pretty certain of it. Here comes the pitch. Into the dirt. Count's going to go full. Could load the bases. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Dolhar swings. I'm sorry, Dolhar's the pitcher. Cole swings at Dollar's offering in the dirt and fouls it. Comes the pitch. Ball's hit to center field. Who's going to get it? Oh! No, he dropped the ball. The second baseman looked like he made a great catch. He got into his glove. And by the time he was down, the ball was out and rolling, and someone picked it up. That's got to pick up a couple of runs. Maybe, yep, picked up both of them. Couple of RBIs for Cole. Ball outside to Justin Caveen. Another one, 2-0. J.J. Freeman on deck. 16-5 the score now. Catcher out to talk to his pitcher. And we're ready to go. 2 balls, no strikes to Justin Caveen. Michael Cole on first base. Here comes Dolliher's pitch. It's up 3 balls and no strikes. Freeman hoping to get another AB in this first game of the Twin Bill. Couple of 7-inning contests if you're just joining us. Ball 4, and Freeman will come to the plate. Breaking ball drops in on the outside edge of the plate. 0-1. Comes Dolliher's pitch. Bounces in. 1-1. Freeman swings at a high curveball, fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes the pitch. Swing over the third baseman's head. They're going to send the runner on a single, of course, and Cole comes around, makes it 17-5. Caveen stops at second. Freeman with his first hit of the day. He got on base back in the third. Curveball cuts across the plate to Kelsey Lonnie. Freeman reached on an error by the second baseman back in the third. Dolliher tries to come back with the curveball again, but it does not break off and it stays high. One ball, 1 strike. Another fair ball down the line. That's going to pick up another diplomat. Double by Kelsey Lonnie going the other way. Freeman in the third. Caveen around to the plate. Brings up Dan Moreno. 9th hitter to come to the plate here in the 7th. (16-8) score. It said 17 up there a minute ago. The scoreboard keeper is moving up and down with those numbers. Swing and a miss by Moreno. 0-1. Let me. I was going to say let me do some counting, but I'm going to leave the score sheet on this side right now. 16-8, what the score reads up on the board. Moreno hits a ball through the hole. That's going to pick up 2. 16-10. He's got his third and fourth RBIs of the game. And here comes Ken Howe. That may be it for Dollaher. Let's see. Yep, someone trotting in from the bullpen. Looks like number 7. I'll see who that is in just a moment. And Franklin Marshall's going to bat around here in the top of the 7th. Number 7 for Keene State is Bobby Barrel.
Yeah, me too. Okay, yeah. You guys got his girlfriend up there or something? What's going on? Yeah. Connor Green up. Started this off with a double down the left field line. Ball inside to Green. Ball is low. 2 balls. No strikes. Ball is up 3-0. Six straight hitters have reached base after there were 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. There's a strike. Another strike call. Yeah, maybe that was 5 straight hitters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 straight hitters since there were 2 outs. Picked up a fistful of runs, 16-10. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first, and there he goes. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. And the Franklin and Marshall Diplomats are still alive here. Runners at first and second. Andrew Poyer to the plate. Singled his last time up. Whoa. Scratch that. Alex Miller. Wait, 1, 4, or 2 on the back of the uniform.
Yes, Miller. So that was Connor Green who just walked, and Miller fouls it back. Poyer on deck. No balls, 2 strikes to Miller. Comes the pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to move up 90 feet. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners is second and third, top of the 7th. Comes the pitch from Barrel. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. Final score here, 16-9, favor of the Keene State Owls over the Franklin and Marshall Diplomats. Have a little bit of a break and come back for game 2. Let me check to see if I have a time here. Was there a scheduled time for game 2?
I'm not sure. Probably a half hour. Probably around 7:40, I'd assume.
Okay. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a break here between, there is going to be a little bit of a break between the games here. Probably right around a half an hour. So keep checking back in, and we'll go again. Thanks for joining us, people up there in New Hampshire, and welcome back those in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and all of you may have family members anywhere around the country. But thanks for joining us, and we'll be back for the second game shortly. Roman out.